Hello, welcome to my channel, Eyedeal Tarot. My name is Memra. Um, I want to talk about the 6-6 portal coming up, and how I've been seeing 66 for the past couple of weeks. I keep seeing 66, and then I put it together and realized that June the 6th was coming up, which is the 6-6 portal. And then I got all excited and realized that, I was making the connection. Um, and so I started digging into the 6-6 portal and the angel number 666, just seeing how they connect. And it's funny because I was also seeing 123. And I'm like, how does 123 connect to the 66? By the way, don't forget to like and subscribe if any of this resonates with you. Thank you for any subscribers. Thank you for coming back. Um, and if you're new, welcome. Hit that subscribe button. But anyway, I was seeing 123, and I'm like, how does this relate to 6-6? So when I was looking up, you know, um, the spiritual meaning and I started looking at the numerology also of 66. And 66 in numerology breaks down to 6 plus 6 equals 12, and then 1 plus 2 equals 3. And the weird thing about it is, I wrote that down. It says right there, it says, I don't know if you can see that. 1, 2, 3. It says 6 plus 6 equals 12, which is 1 plus 2, which equals 3, which is again 1, 2, 3, which is what I had been seeing. And that's how it connects to the 66. First of all, before I'm getting ahead of myself, um, sixes are all about harmony, love and compassion, home, balance, nurturing, and emotional healing. Balance. And so I rolled my dice, my astrological or zodiac dice. I don't know what you call them. But anyway, I wrote down what I rolled. I wasn't expecting, I just didn't know what I was going to expect. I was just trying to understand what it is that I am connecting to. And so when I rolled the dice, I got the 10th house. I got Libra for the zodiac and South Node. So 10th house is all about, purpose and calling. This portal is about your purpose. It's about your calling. Libra energy is about harmony and balance and relationships. Same as the 6. Okay? And then South Node is about karmic residue and release and detachment. Things that need healing, the emotional healing piece of the 6. So all 3 of these dice connect with the 6-6 energy. And I really feel like that's very important. And not only is it just a 6-6 portal this year, because it's 2026 this year. So really it's like 666. It's like triple amplified. But it's still called the 6-6 portal. Just wanted to bring that to your attention, because the extra 6 kind of amplifies like the vibration of the 6 energy. And when that happens, it makes it like a high impact time to manifest and to heal. And so it's like there's this window of healing that's gonna, you'll maybe be able to see your manifestations faster, or be able to, see that how quickly your thoughts are creating in your reality during this time. So you might want to focus on, I thought I wrote something down about focusing too. Um, yes, focus on your inner circle and expressing care in a creative way, or aligning your actions with love and responsibility. Right now is the time to focus on the inner circle and relationships and collaboration and family, and just love and compassion, harmony, joy. Um, so um, also this 6/6 portal for 2026 is in the Gemini season, which talks more about communication. Um, it's like more of a communication and creativity. It's about relationships. I thought I had written something down about Gemini season, but it adds communication, curiosity, and mental clarity to this whole nurturing six energy. So also keep in mind that it's in Gemini season this year. Um, so, like, that overall energy is expressing care through action, words, and creative outlets. So, you may be um, expressing more of a truth. You may be expressing your words more clearly, speaking more authentically, or in a creative project. You may be delving into something creative. Um, so like it also, the 6/6 portal is also time for reconnecting with your true self. It's a time to heal emotional wounds and align with your soul purpose. And that's funny because, like I said, when I rolled the dice, I got the 10th house. And that is all about your purpose, your calling. So, um, pretty much just releasing like old karmic, which is the south node, karmic residue. So releasing that old karmic patterns of, approval seeking or people pleasing, so that your true calling or purpose becomes more authentic and spiritually aligned. Spiritually aligned. Spirituality also has a lot to do with this. Stepping more into your spirituality authentically, like not shrinking in it, standing in it. So with the 6/6 portal being in the Gemini season, it also calls for a time to heal, communication in relationships, and which is also that Libra energy. Reconnecting with neglected dreams or passions. So that's like picking up on that creativity, that creative energy, that maybe inspiration or epiphany or something that you may be having, remembering your dreams, going for your passions, just reconnecting with those things. Um, because remember, the South Node was about detachment. So this is a time for reconnection. So releasing that karmic residue and the detachment, and reconnecting with true self and true passions, true desires, creating healthier emotional boundaries is a big one, and which has also to do with that 6/6 energy, the emotional healing that's taken place. Like this is like no no small feat. This is like real emotional healing that's pushing you um through this in between stage where we've been for a while, sitting in our chrysalis, or you know how the caterpillar goes into the cocoon, which is where we've been in that in between stage. Well, it's like we're finally stepping out of that into our authenticity through communication, true self expression. Um, Balance. Oh my gosh, and balancing, not only just balancing emotional alignment, just logic and intuition. You're going to be, you'll have a logical thought, and then your intuition will have, put in its 2 cents, and you are going to balance those and be and have like stronger intuition and more discernment um, in communicating with people. So I wanted to get on before 6 actually came, just to give you the opportunity to pay attention to if you start seeing 6 now that you are aware, because awareness is another big part of this too. So it's like I wanted to, put that out there so that maybe you can, take notice of the synchronicities around you, because I see 6 so many times in a day that I mean, I almost just can't believe it myself. I mean, it's ridiculous how many times I've been seeing 66. I'm curious to know if you have been paying attention, or if you start paying attention and see it. Just let me know down in the comments if you have, because I'm just curious, and which curiosity is also a part of that Gemini energy too. And I'm really curious to know, like, that's why I was sitting here doing all this research on the 66, because I see it so much, and I'm just so curious. And is anyone else seeing this too? So anyway, um so the 66 is just kind of saying focus on your inner circle, express care creatively, and align your actions with love and responsibility. Also, before, because I was going to do a 6 portal spread, but I think I'm going to wait until actually on June the 6th to do it, because I just really wanted to talk about this energy tonight. Um, the last thing that I want to say about the 6 energy is the deep integration of shadow and light. So, like, the reading is going to talk about that integration of shadow and light. We'll go deeper into that. It's about reclaiming fragmented aspects of yourself, calling back your power. It's about this potent moment. It's very potent on 6 um, a potent moment for timeline convergence and codex activation. So let me back up. Timeline convergence is about wholeness. It's about like your past, present, and future coming together and meeting. Um, Old versions of yourself ending. Like, you're finally taking your foot out of that last little old life and bringing it into the new chapter. Um, you're just no longer going to need to keep your foot back in that old life and that safety and that comfort. It's about timeline convergence, is about scattered life path energies that merge into a truer, more unified direction with clarity. So it's like you'll have more clarity around your purpose. Um, and the the codex activation that is occurring in this 6 portal is about, what that is like remembering who you are. remembering your gifts, having that stronger sense of intuition, hearing your intuition, trusting your intuition more, um, understanding your path with more clarity. Your like dormant gifts are becoming active, and symbols, numbers, dreams are suddenly making sense, which is what this entire 6-6 portal reading and energy channeling is all about. Then the numbers, the 123, the 666. I didn't know how they connected, but I knew that they connected. I trusted my intuition that those numbers connect with each other. And they do. Um, also, but things, your dreams, your dreams may suddenly start to make sense. I'm going to tell you something really outlandish. So I had a dream that my cat, and I think I mentioned this in another video, but I dreamed that one of my cats, Cheese, was next to me. Like, I don't know, like he wasn't even standing on anything. He's kind of like just over here, standing on his back 2 feet. But he started throwing up the black particles. And I was like, what is that all about? Okay, so I want to say maybe last weekend, I had to take him to the emergency vet on a holiday because he was coughing, and it was like he had this labored breathing and he couldn't catch his breath. So I took him in, but and then he had asthma, but it turned out to be from like the incense, which is why I'm not lighting incense here inside in the house right now. But I was lighting a lot of incense, and he's never really been around that. But and then the candles, and any kind of like plug-ins or whatever it was, the smoke was toxic to him. And when I got home from the vet, or I was driving home from the vet after they told me all of a sudden I had this image of him in my mind throwing up the black particles. And I'm like, that was what my intuition was telling me. Or I don't know if Cheese was trying to tell me that, trying to communicate with me in my dreams, or if, my subconscious just knew that. But something was toxic in him. And it was just crazy. But like I said, this 6-6 portal, this energy around the sixes, will, will start making sense. Your dreams and the numbers and the synchronicities all start making sense. And I just thought that was such an awesome connection to make. Because I saw it so much, I didn't even think about it being June the 6th coming up. I didn't even think about that because like it was May, I wasn't thinking about June the 6th, but I kept seeing it everywhere. 6-6, 6-6, 6-6. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to figure out what this is. So I just wanted to basically get the energy out, the uh, the meaning of the 6-6 portal, and what that means for the collective. So I will return with the reading on 6-6. And I will go ahead and let you know what the positions are. There are 6 cards. It's going to be what shadow is ready to be acknowledged, What light is asking to be embodied more fully? What fragmented aspect of self is ready to return? What timeline is closing and what truer path is converging? Then, what inner code or soul gift is being activated? And how can the collective move through this portal in alignment? So then we'll probably pull, an oracle message guidance card. Um, Message of the 6-6 portal energy. So, um, but since I did roll those dice and they matched exactly with what the 6-6 portal and the 6-6 number meaning, spiritual meaning of the 66 or just six, it all coincided and went together, and which tells me there's a very important message in this very important portal. Um, so stay tuned. Up next is the reading. And thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. And if you got this far, please take a second to like and subscribe. All right. Stay tuned for the reading. Bye.